Hi guys, I hope everyone's fine. Here we are down Elsecar. We're going to continue our journey from the old Row. Look what's in the background. Wow, it's sunny here today guys. So, let's have a walk on the old Row. Like I said guys, it's really sunny here today. And I mean really sunny. But wow, it's really cold. And I mean cold, it's freezing. So we're here on the old Row. I'm going to walk to the end. Then I'm going to walk round the other side of the old Row. So guys, yesterday we did... I'll show you what it looks like. So that's out onto the field. That's the Heritage Centre over there guys. So this is the old Row. I should be able to get out. Let's have a look. I'm walking to the end because I like to show you the old Row. So here we are. Yep, we can get out here at the end. And I can remember when I was a kid, this end garden here, the guy used to keep chickens. Now, let me have a look. Because I'm not sure if we can walk around here. Because it did belong to this end. Old Row here, this house at the end, this garden here, he had chickens in here. I mean, lovely garden like this, and no one's doing anything with it. So we're here in Elsecar, and I'm going to have a walk up to the church. Yeah, and I'm also right. So we're at the back of the old Row. Show you the church. That's the church in the background, and this is the old Row down Elsecar. So guys, we've done the foundry, then we went to the church, then yesterday I started back from the foundry. I don't want to get these cars in because I like you to see these. This is the old Row guys down here in Elsecar. So, show you the old Row. This is what it looks like. It's a nice little wheel. So this is the old Row. And let me have a look. There's no way to get out. So that's the old Row from here guys. And that's the parish. Oh, looks like it's quite full over there. That's the parish. Now then, with me being a good athlete, that's it, we're over the wall at the old Row. It saves me walking all the way around the road. So that's the church there in the background. Oh, I don't know what's happening here where the school is guys. So, looks like there's a lot of cars. This is the parish hall. So we're going to have a walk up round the field. Oh, it's quite sludgy up here. I think the sun has been on it all day and it's not frozen. So someone's going to have some cold feet. So that's the school there, Church Street School. Houses there in the background. And that's the old Row, where I've had to jump over the wall. Let's have a look guys. That's Elsecar Church. So, what I'm going to do today is I'm going to go in this old cemetery here. Then I'm going to go round the old, round Elsecar Church. Oh, let me have a look. Oh, school might be open. I didn't expect school being open. It looks like school's open. I don't know, but I'm guessing the school's open down here in Elsecar for those who work. So that's Elsecar Church. Wow, lovely and sunny, but freezing cold. I let this lady get past with a dog. And then I'm going into the old cemetery. So I want to show you something here in the old cemetery. So I want to show you. So we're going in the old cemetery. Nice big gate. So we'll have a little walk through here, guys. This is the old one of the old cemeteries. Wow, it's really I mean, you know, Elsecar, guys, it's really sunny today. I'll show you some of these stones. So that's some of these stones, and that's the church in the background, if I can see, because it's really sunny. Now, you know, Elsecar's a mining community, guys. So I'll chat to you a little bit about the mining community. Oh, let me have a look. I'll show you this grave. That's a war grave. I hope you can see that, guys. It's very sunny here. So that's one of the war graves. Hey, Wooly. Hey, Wooly. So that's one of the war graves here, guys. So let me show you one of the. Look at that for a grave. For a gravestone. Let me have a look. See if I can get you this one. What a pity that's fallen down. I mean, how nice is that? But let me show you, because it's that sunny I can't see, to be honest, guys. So that's one of the war graves. One of the war graves here from the, I think, the Second World War. No, sorry, I think the First World War. I think the First World War, guys. But I'm not honestly sure. So the guy was 20-year-old and he came from Elsecar. So wow. So there's basically 20-year-old, probably a war hero. I mean, where would we be without people what went to the wars and fought the wars? Really horrific, the Second World War and the First World War. So I'm going to cross now. Yeah, I've got to be careful. So that's it, guys. Where would we be without war heroes? 20-year-old, the First World War. And that's Elsecar Church. Like I said, it was a mining community. And I am going to chat, actually, about the mining community. How nice is that for a stone? So, obviously a mining community, but some people had some money. So what I'm going to chat about in a while, guys, I'll get you a shot at Elsecar Church. Like I said, it's a beautiful sunny day here today. So what I'm going to chat about is the mine. A little bit about the mines. But I'm going to take you a little walk around Elsecar. This is where I used to, well, knock about, play, lake. This is where I used to knock about when I was a kid. I was never at school. And I'm a mile away from where I used to live. A mile and a half. So, you can see, as a kid, I was all over the place. So, show you some of these. So this is Elsecar Church. I want to start from Elsecar Church, guys, because, like I said, some of the lost things. Yeah, kids are at school. So the kids are at school. Looks like they're just finishing. Probably the parents work. I didn't think there were any schools running, but I know if you're working, NHS, your kids have got to go to school. So we're here in the house. We're here in the newer cemetery, sorry guys. So as far as I know, this is the newer cemetery, and this little bit's a little bit older. So we'll have a little walk through this little bit. Like I said, that's the pub in the background, if you can see for the sun. Excuse me. Oh, they've fenced it off. I came this way specifically. They fenced it off. So I'm gonna have to go around and explain it. Let me have a look. Because this was a public footpath. Let's have a look. Yeah, it was a public footpath. I don't know why this is being fenced off. Can you see? I can't even see myself because it's that sunny. Can you see this old gate? This is the old gate. So that's the old gate. So this was a footpath. Look, why is that being fenced off? That's the old footpath, guys. They fenced it off. And I want to show you this house. I'm going to have to do it from here. That house there, lovely house. That used to be there, guys. It was an old chapel. A guy called Jeffy, I think he bought it and he built that house. But it was an old chapel and it's gone. So forgotten Elsecar. So the fence are off. We can't go that way because they fenced the footpath off. Because someone's bought the pub. I don't know why they fenced that off. Because it's a right of way, as far as I know. That's always been a right of way into the cemetery. So I'm surprised they fenced that off. Really surprised. So that's what I wanted to walk that way down onto some more houses. So guys, we're back in Elsecar Church now. Yeah. So it's not so bad, the sun's dropped a little. So I'm going to walk down the road. Yeah, it's cold here today, it's freezing. I'm going to walk down the road there to the flour mill. So will I get you a little shot at flour mill? And then I'll tell you a story. Look at that, Elsecar Church. So that surprised me, they fenced the footpath off right away. That's always been a right away into the cemetery. And they fenced it off, because I know they sold the pub, but it was a right away. So that surprised me, they fenced that off. And like I said, where that guy used to live, they called him Jeff, that was an old chapel years and years ago, but they knocked it down, built a nice house. But I can remember the old chapel a long time ago, guys. Yep. So this is it. This is Elsecar Church. And that's where the war heroes are. I mean, if you went to war at 20-year-old, you've got to be a war hero. So I'm going to walk down here, guys, and I'm going to walk to the flour mill. And then I'm going to show you some history. I'm not going to get these ladies in at the bottom, because they stood here at the bottom. Hiya. So, this is where we are. I'm going to cross. I'm going to get across the road. So, this is where we are, guys. I'm going to show you the old flour mill. But that's the church. That's the church, Elsecar Church. Oh, this is the old wood yard at the back. Zabble and Rags, I think they used to call it. So that's the old wood yard. Goes on to the back of the canal. In fact, that's the canal through that gap there. There's a gap there and that's where the canal is. That's the church. Like I said, I'm going to tell you a story when we get further down. But I wanted to show you this flour mill here in Elsecar, guys. So this is the flour mill. That's the church across the road. How nice is that? So this is the flour mill. So I'll get you a shot here of that flour mill. So how nice is that, the flour mill? So I'll get you a nice shot. I'm not going to try and blow it up, my hands are freezing. So, yeah. Oh, stained glass, you can see. So that's the old flour mill. And I'll show you this old flour mill from the back. So that goes onto the canal at the back. And that was the pub. I'm going to cross over here. So that was the pub, guys. So that was one of the pubs here in Elsecar. I can't remember the name of it. But that's one of the pubs here in Elsecar. So that was a pub. They've made it into an house. So let me show you. Ah, that's what it's done, look. They fenced the public footpath off at the back, which was a right away to the cemetery, because he's fenced it off at the back and he's using it as his garden. So I'm going to walk on here, guys. So that's what he's done. So these houses, now a lot of these houses, let me have a look. I don't know if I'm better going across the road. I think I'll try it from here. I just want to get these houses in. So I get you a little shot across road. So wait till this car's gone. So these houses, guys, a lot of these houses, the way the miners used to live, that used to be an old shop. 102, that was an old shop. And that's the old chapel. That's where the old chapel was. Now, that used to be an old shop, as I said. I'm not going to walk up so far. Excuse me. But that house there at the top, that's where the old chapel was. And this was an old shop. Yeah, private. It's a private road. Like I said, I'm not going to go up it. But I'd just like you to know there was an old chapel there. I'll let this lady get past. I'll just let these get past. And then I'm going to show you. I'm going to explain to you about these houses. Because these houses on here, guys, like I said, there are a lot of the miners. But the way a lot of the miners would have lived. Well, did live. Because I'm going to tell you some stories. When we were kids, we used to knock about down on this row houses. Let me get it from there. And a lot of the miners used to live here. And I can remember when I was a kid, guys, and I was, I don't know, maybe in my teens, really early teens, 12, 13, and I can remember we went under these bypasses here, and we used to run under here. I'll show you, these are under the houses, guys. So we used to run under here, and the pit, that's where Elsecar Pit is, just across the road, guys. They've knocked it down, obviously. So here, we used to run through here, and when we used to come through here, you could hear people coughing. Well, there were the miners. There were people what used to work in the mines. So these are the houses from the back. So you could hear them coughing when you used to come under there. And I used to knock about with a few lads down here. And I can remember some of the lads telling me, because every time we used to run under there, tea time, after school, if we went to school, you know, you could hear the guys coughing. So these are the same. Look here, guys. I'm not sure if we can get out at the bottom. So I might have to walk back. Because there's a fence. They've fenced it off now. But I want to show you these houses at the back. These is where the miners used to live, guys. And like I said, what happened was, I used to run through them. Run through, you know, I don't think we'll get through there. So when we used to run under the houses, you could hear the miners coughing. And I can remember when the pit shut, Maggie Thatcher, Iron Lady, so Maggie Thatcher shut all the pits. I'm going to get through this one now, guys. So that's what happened. No, let's have a look, see if we can get through. So Maggie Thatcher, she cut all, she abolished all the schemes and she shut the pits. Oh, we can get through, look. Ah, look here we. So these gates didn't used to be on here, obviously. So guys, Maggie Thatcher, she abolished all the pits. She abolished all the schemes. So a lot of people suffered in strikes. But whenever we used to walk under here, we could always hear the miners coughing. They were coughing and spluttering. And I once running under here, I don't know what, we were probably mischieving, knocking on doors, running away, doing something a bit silly. And I can remember, guys, one of the lads said, "That's my granddad." And he works at Pete. So I used to work at Pete, Elsecar Pete. And you could hear him coughing and coughing. And he said he took his redundancy. Like I said, thanks to Maggie Thatcher, Scargill. Scargill didn't do a lot for you, did he, guys? Copker Lane. So we're here at bottom of Copker Lane. So that's what happened. He took his redundancy. And his granddad said to him, he said, "I'd give all my redundancy money away just for one day. If he could spend one day in his life without coughing, he would give all his redundancy money away." Now let me have a look at this place across here. I'm going to show you these houses. It's like I said, beautiful little village, Elsecar. So I'll show you these houses. How nice are them? That's period. That's period at Elsecar. Just get past these two guys in the bus stop. So, tilt my phone to that side. I'll turn it back round in a minute. So that's them, guys. So for one day, if he could have stopped coughing for one day, he'd have gave all his redundancy money away. Just for one day. And I can remember my granddad, he had an hole in his throat there, and he used to work at the pits. And when I used to go to my granddad's, that's what my granddad used to do. Their new build. There used to be a railway that went that way. So I'm going to walk here. I'll just show you. This pipe here, we used to climb and run across this pipe. So I'm going to show you now, guys. So yeah, my granddad was the same. Look at that. So we're here at the canal, guys. Elsecar Canal. So that's the canal. So yeah, my granddad had an hole in his throat there. He had cancer in his throat and he used to cough all the time due to the pits. You know, the dust in the pits. So that's how conditions were in the pits, guys. They were really bad. So, it's really cold here, guys. Really cold, and it might not be the best for a video because it's really sunny. But I'm going to walk on the canal now, and I'm going to do another video. And football. If you're into football, I'm going to show you a forgotten bit of history. And this pipe here, guys, I mean the overflow. Look how that's running, the overflow to the canal. That's to that canal, and it's the overflow. And this pipe here, we used to climb and run all the way across that pipe to the end. So I'm going to cut the video in a minute, guys, and I'll start from the overflow. So that's what life was down here in Elsecar. You know, the old houses up there where I've just showed you. You could hear the miners coughing. Just one day, guys, just one day. They give all the redundancy just for one day to breathe fresh air into the lungs. We don't know how lucky we are. Anyway, guys, don't forget to like the videos. Thumbs up. Take care, God bless. Don't forget to share the videos. Thanks, guys. Take care. So I'm going to show you a forgotten football field. But yeah, it's really, the canal's really coming down. There's a lot of water in the canal. All this snow and rain. Let me show you. So before I cut the video, there's a swan there. See if I can get him in. I don't know if this phone will pick him up. It should do. Yeah, I think it'll pick him. I can see him on phone, so it'll pick him up. So that's just one. And I'm going to start. Like I said, I used to work on this canal. If you watch some of my previous videos, you'll see where I used to work on this canal. And it's that sunny. I just want to get you a shot of that swan. So he's down there. So that's what it used to be like in mines, guys. It used to be really severe and it was really hard. So that's just one. Okay guys, thumbs up, like the videos, share the videos please, subscribe. Take care, God bless. Here at Elsecar.